459 species in genus Campanula, Bellflowers. September 3rd, Campanula, Campanula, the bellflower, defines September 3rd. Campanula symbolizes gratitude and humility. You approach life with appreciation and grace. Like its delicate bells, your charm is gentle yet unforgettable. What is Campanula? Campanula, commonly known as bellflower, belongs to the Campanulaceae family. It includes over 400 species, ranging from low-growing ground covers to tall, upright varieties. The flowers are typically blue, purple, or white, and they attract pollinators like bees and butterflies to my garden. See full list at monsteraholic.com. When to plant Campanula outside. I typically plant Campanula outside in the early spring or late fall. These seasons provide cooler temperatures and adequate moisture, allowing the plants to establish roots before the extreme heat of summer or the freezing winter temperatures. Is Campanula a perennial? Yes, Campanula is a perennial. This means it will come back year after year with proper care. In my garden, I've enjoyed watching my Campanula plants bloom beautifully each season, adding vibrant colors and attracting pollinators. Does Campanula spread? Campanula can spread quite vigorously. Some varieties, especially the ground cover types, spread rapidly and can fill a garden bed in a few seasons. I often have to thin out my Campanula to prevent it from overtaking other plants. Is Campanula deer resistant? Campanula is generally deer resistant. While no plant is entirely deer-proof, I found that deer tend to avoid Campanula in favor of other more palatable plants in my garden. This makes it a great choice if you're dealing with deer in your area. Is Campanula toxic to cats? No, Campanula is not toxic to cats. I have a couple of curious felines who love to explore the garden, and it's reassuring to know that Campanula poses no threat to them. How to care for Campanula? Caring for Campanula is relatively easy. It prefers well-drained soil and partial to full sun. Regular watering is crucial, especially during dry spells, but be careful not to overwater. I also apply a balanced fertilizer in the spring to encourage healthy growth and blooming. How to deadhead Campanula? Deadheading Campanula is essential to promote continuous blooming. I simply snip off the spent flowers with a pair of garden scissors. This not only keeps the plant looking tidy, but also encourages more flowers to bloom throughout the season. Is Campanula edible? While Campanula isn't typically grown for consumption, some species are edible. The leaves and flowers can be used in salads for a mild, sweet flavor. I've tried adding a few blossoms to my summer salads, and they add a lovely, decorative touch. When do Campanula bloom? Campanula typically blooms from late spring to early summer. However, with proper care and regular deadheading, you can often extend the blooming period. In my garden, I've enjoyed blossoms well into the fall. Why is my Campanula dying? If your Campanula is dying, it could be due to several factors: overwatering, underwatering, poor soil drainage, or pests. I always check the soil moisture and look for signs of pests like aphids. Adjusting the watering schedule and ensuring good soil drainage usually solves the problem. How to propagate Campanula? Propagating Campanula can be done through division or seed. I've had success with both methods. For division, I dig up a mature plant in the spring or fall and separate it into smaller sections, then replant them. For seeds, I sow them indoors in late winter and transplant the seedlings outside after the last frost. What to plant with Campanula? Campanula pairs well with a variety of plants. I like to plant it alongside roses, foxgloves, and delphiniums. The contrasting flower shapes and colors create a beautiful, harmonious display. Additionally, low-growing varieties make excellent ground covers around taller perennials. Campanula versus Platycodon. Both Campanula and Platycodon, also known as balloon flower, are beautiful perennials with bell-shaped flowers. However, Platycodon blooms later in the season and has a distinctive balloon-like bud before it opens. In my experience, both plants are easy to care for, but Platycodon is less aggressive in spreading compared to some Campanula varieties. How to control Campanula spread? If you find Campanula spreading too aggressively, regular pruning and dividing can help manage its growth. I've also used barriers like garden edging to keep it confined to specific areas. What pests affect Campanula? While generally resilient, Campanula can occasionally suffer from pests like aphids, slugs, and snails. I use natural pest control methods, such as introducing ladybugs to deal with aphids and placing copper tape around the plants to deter slugs and snails. Campanula is a versatile and charming plant that can enhance any garden. With proper care and a little attention, it rewards me with beautiful blooms year after year.